Welcome back. Let's pick up where we left off.
In your scenario, with the person dying across the street, if you rigidly obey that red light and just watch them die,
Yeah.
you've completely disconnected the law from its purpose.
Because you're prioritizing the signal over the life it's supposed to protect.
Right. The law is meant to protect life. Using it to passively observe death makes it almost a weapon. And that same logic applies to religious institutions.
So, rules exist to protect a community's spiritual health, but if someone is genuinely seeking God, and you use a bureaucratic ban to block them from repenting, you contradict the rule itself.
Precisely. You are missing the entire point of why the rule was written.
Okay, that makes sense for a literal life or death emergency. But how on earth are institutions supposed to survive if the rules are always open to personal interpretation?
Well, they survive by looking at the ultimate historical precedent. The sources point straight back to Jesus for this. Think about the Sabbath laws in the ancient world.
Right, the rule was absolute rest, like no work whatsoever.
Yes, but Jesus famously challenged the religious authorities by asking, if your animal falls into a pit on the Sabbath, wouldn't you pull it out?
Oh, so he wasn't saying the law was useless or that rules don't matter at all. He was exposing how they were using it.
Precisely. He showed that the law exists to uplift and save humanity, not to oppress it. I mean, he warmly welcomed people who were messy and broken, but reserved his absolute harshest criticism for the Pharisees.
Because the Pharisees were the guys getting a perfect score on the rule-following test. They never crossed on a red light.
But they completely failed the love test. God's ultimate will is the salvation of souls. You have to look at the actual fruits, like genuine change and compassion, rather than obsessing over whether a formal boundary was perfectly maintained.
And even if you aren't religious, you've probably dealt with this exact dynamic. Think of that middle management role at your job that perfectly follows company protocol but completely blocks you from doing your actual work.
Oh, definitely. We all navigate this tension between the letter of the law and the spirit of it. And as we rely more on complex systems to manage our daily lives, it raises an entirely new dilemma.
Oh, wow. Okay, I like where this is going.
Yeah, I'll leave you with this to chew on. Not every boundary is meant to be pushed, but not every boundary is meant to be blindly obeyed. So when everything is on the line, maybe the question isn't just what is allowed, but what is truly at stake.